Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Whoa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, brother. The Faison View podcast. We is back, man. Back with the heat, man. My boy Hugh in the building, man. We got a lot to unpack, man. On the agenda, man. Episode 261. What matters most, man? Hey, please like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all tune in to the Faison View podcast. My brother Hugh, you already know, man. We are game shift, man. Check up top, man. Who really want the? Who won it, bro? Who really won it? Man, Black History Month, man. Black History Month, man. It continues. And also, like we always say, it should be year round. I honestly celebrate our people. And we celebrate each other every single day as brothers, man. For real, for real. Continue to support your own. Continue to support your people, too. For real, for real. And that goes for everybody. All right, man. We got an agenda for us today, man. All right. What matters most, man? Being formal versus being informal. Let's have a little conversation about that. Being professional versus being unprofessional. Is it based on the setting, situation, or how well you know a person? Alright? We're going to get into that. I'm going to conjure up a little scenario with that. Alright? Ye and Kim K, man. It's a lot going on with their situation. And just a lot of sharing, man. Just a lot of information that we're privy to. But we shouldn't be privy to. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be privy to this. But we're going to speak our views on that, just to be honest. Alright? So, India Arie boycotts Spotify and brings awareness over to Joe Rogan. Constant use of the N-word. Man, oh man. We're going to unpack that one. I got a lot to say on that. Alright? This should be interesting. I want to see where your heads are. I want to see where my brother's head is. You already know. I'm coming with the good answers on this. Without naming these certain rappers, alright? Without naming your Jay-Z, your Wayne, your Eminem, your Kanye, Nas, Tupac, Biggie, Drake, J. Cole. Without naming any of these names, alright? Name your alternate top 5, or you're just top 5, because people might not have them in there, but that's hard. A lot of people have those in there. Alright? So, lastly, would you rather be able to control fire or water?
That's a good one.
It's a good question.
It's a good question. Thinking in the Avatar.
Yin and yang right here. Yin and yang. You're absolutely right. Your Avatar Last Airbender was that was that show, bro. We just man. I hope, man. Next podcast we're gonna talk about cartoon shows back way back. We're gonna talk about some others. All right, man. Happy Black History Month. Coming out the gate, man. Let me give y'all some knowledge and some history, man. Henry T. Sampson, man. The man who created the first cell phone back in 1971, man. And these are the things that, you know, the general public doesn't know. Things that they don't tell you in the history books, man. But like I always say, our history is prominent. The reason why you got this cell phone in your hand right now is because somebody created it. And somebody had an idea. And somebody moved forward the culture, man. So, man, it's a lot of things when you look back on history, man. Honestly, our history is rich. That's why this should be a year-round celebrated holiday, alright? Not just a month, for sure. Alright, man, let's get into this. Let's unpack this, alright? What matters most, bruh? Being formal versus informal, alright? Is it based on the setting, situation, or how well you know a person?
I think it's based on a
Which
mixture.
one do you think?
I think it's a mixture of all those things. Cause it's like if I'm interviewing somebody, then that's my time to be professional. You know what I'm saying? You want to be professional, and depending on what type of job you got, you want to be professional. But if it's like, even if you throw like a black tie party, if you got certain people there, even though the dress code might be black tie, you can still be ratchet. You don't have to be, you know, like it's the Met Gala and be simple. You can still be like ratchet. You can still party, enjoy yourself. But I think it's a mixture of all those things. Like, depends on the setting, depends on the situation, and depends on how well you know somebody. But there's definitely a time and place for being formal and informal, like
for sure. So that's actually a good explanation. I would say, honestly, the most that, like, what matters most in this is the situation. I would say the situation because just like you saying in a business setting, like and this is a perfect example. One of my students actually had this a good example, and we were talking about it in class, and she was just like, well, it's about the situation, because she had a booked appointment to get her nails done at a certain time. She went to the appointment and she was late, but she knows this person that's doing her nails, but also it's the situation, because she's like, oh man, can you hurry up and squeeze me in? No, I got somebody, but it's not about how well they knew each other. It's about the situation, and also the setting is already included in the situation.
Exactly.
So I was like, dang, and it broke it down to me, because in my mind I was thinking the setting, because in certain settings, like you just saying, professional and unprofessional settings, like you explained, it's just certain settings, and I respect you saying all in one, but I would say situation is the most important, because it could be situations where, like, you're put in a tough bind with making a decision in regards to a friend or something. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to be a real friend is not a yes man. I say that all the time. Exactly. A real friend is not a yes man. So you want to be honest and truthful, and it depends on that situation, and it can depend on that setting.
Yeah. Like meeting your man's girlfriend for the first time. Like if I at the gate, you don't want to. Like your friend might be your friend, but if you meet his girl for the first time, like. You don't want to be out the gate just like super
right.
Like
Exactly.
over time,
Right.
Depending on how the relationship goes over time, yeah, you might relax and be more of yourself, but you don't want to be just overly friendly out the gate. I give that's a good example.
And honestly, bro, it's really good that we start having these conversations too on our podcast, because like people don't really know like the difference. Not saying everybody, but people don't know the difference between being formal versus informal. And really, I tell my students too all the time, it's a professional setting. Like when you get in a certain realm of life, like in a professional, whatever you do, you're gonna have to start emailing people. Addressing people by Mr.
And you can't email people like you text them.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a way you gotta structure your email.
It's the way you have to instruct.
But the game shift taught me that, like, immediately, like,
it's like
the way I just email it.
Yeah, it's just unprofessional. You gotta be like, and it don't matter what profession you're in. At some point in your life, you're gonna have to email or talk to somebody about anything regarding something. You know what I'm saying? This can be about your house, tenant, whatever, rent, whatever the case may be, like in different settings. So that's why I was just like, we had a good conversation about that. That's why I was like, let me bring this to the podcast, see what my brothers say. So let us know, man, is it about the setting, situation, or how well you know a person when being formal and informal? All right. So, man, moving forward, man, I got a lot to say on this topic. All right. Kanye and Kim, man, they going through their battles, and the world is to see what's going on. In this particular situation, man, Kanye was really vouching and wanted to, just really be a part of the decisions as a parent, in regards to, and then specifically in regards to North and her TikTok. So in this particular situation, we're just viewers, and me speculating and me saying, I agree with him on this standpoint about kids growing up too fast. We speak about it on this podcast a lot, but also just in what we're seeing nowadays, and how the internet is just it's a totally different place than the regular world. You have people that just really just gain satisfaction by trolling or hurting somebody's feelings or downing somebody. You have people that were in North's comments asking about their bank cards, bank information. It's just a crazy world. And I'm just saying, in regards of, people may have different opinions about Ye and his approach with something. We all know he's a musical genius, and he really is smart. He really is smart. But also, people doesn't like some types of his delivery. But I feel like, with that being said, these tabloids, the people that report on him and stuff like that, is very much so misconstrued in his messages. Because with his message right now, it's very clear to me. Like, honestly, I do agree that it's oversharing at this point, because we shouldn't be privy to this information. Yeah. But what he is saying in this particular situation is not wrong by far. And honestly, and being a father, I feel for him, and seeing certain situations, you see that, and it's like, dang, no matter how rich you are, these things happen to everybody. and also what he's putting out there is not anything negative or bad, and that's what's blowing me, because in this situation he's talking about his child not reaching the guidelines of being a 13-year-old. She's 8 years old, being exposed to certain content that children shouldn't be exposed to. They should be outside playing or enjoying other things other than being in the phone, and that's what has really destroyed our way of communication now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different, and about this situation that like kills me is just like how much speculation that he's getting just for, you know, putting out that message when it's not a wrong message he's putting out at all, bro, at all.
Well, first things first, it's ironic that I'm wearing my Kanye West shirt.
Sure.
But yeah, man, I feel Kanye. I do think he needs to stop sharing. I have a much deeper take about this, but I'm gonna just keep it, you know, strictly with the TikTok thing. He's right. He should be allowed. If he doesn't want her on TikTok, as a dad, he should be allowed to be like, yo, I don't want her on TikTok. And that should be it. Because TikTok does have those guidelines for a reason. If she's under 13, there's a reason why. Because no other social media has that. But TikTok has that for a reason. If you're under 13, we don't want you on TikTok.
Right.
And it's like, I get it. There's some fun things to do on TikTok, like make dances and stuff like that. If Kim has a TikTok and wants to do a dance that North wants to do on TikTok, then do that with her. But she has her own TikTok to run, even though it says Kim and North. That's her TikTok, and like, she's too young to have a TikTok. And what's crazy to me is that, you know, she was on live a while back for, I think, her birthday party or something like that, and like she did something and showed something she shouldn't have shown, and like Kim's nephew Mason had texted Kim and said something, you know, I don't think, you know, North should be on TikTok, you know, she did something that, you know, she probably shouldn't do, all the other stuff. And when he did it, it was cute, it was fine, right?
Like, he's sticking up for her.
But when dad does it, he's crazy.
Correct.
You know, so you're just sticking with the TikTok thing. No, I don't think he should share it and put it on social media. He definitely shouldn't ask the public, you know, it's not our business. But yeah, man, like, I feel it, like, you know, like she's according to TikTok, she is too young to be on TikTok. And you know, and even if he is being a strict parent, it doesn't matter. That's her dad. He's dad. He has the right to not want her on TikTok.
And in general, like we said, we don't know the ins and outs. But
Yeah,
also,
man.
it's just about making decisions as a parent and co-parenting properly.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just where they're at right now at this point. Just co-parenting properly and really just having, honestly, just respect for each other. Because at the end of the day, these are all y'all children, regardless of anything. And then, you know, it's tough, but like you said, it's a deeper, dark, like, conversation. We can go way into this, but it's,
I'm
you know what I'm
praying
saying?
for Kanye, for real.
We just
like
praying for the whole situation.
I don't like how he's moving.
It just, you know, right? Yeah. It's a lot of like, honestly, let's be real. It's a lot of tit for tat, media things that are going on, and honestly, you know, both being powerful, they, you know, what I'm saying,
people he's hanging with and the decisions he's making, it's just,
you know, I mean,
I just pray for the whole situation. You know, if I had it my way, they'd work it out. You know, I hate seeing divorce because divorce gets ugly, and as you can see, it gets very, very ugly.
Anybody, right?
So you know, but you know, I just pray the whole situation works out. That he can see his kids, he can do right, and you know, those two can, you know, stop battling with each other over and
just
over.
coexist, man.
And stop telling us, like, I love you, Ye, but I don't want to know. Like, this is without my consent. I don't want the consent. I don't need this. Like, I don't want to know what's going on.
The only reason we felt like it was a good speaking point, because it's just about really what our children are being exposed to nowadays. We speak about it often on here because it's important. This youth that's coming up right now, these are our next, you know, a next generation of life. Work, you know.
It's really crazy to think about. We did not grow up on social media.
No.
Like we were in high school when social media became a thing. For real. Like, I guess you got MySpace, but that wasn't like, as far as like having it everywhere you went. That didn't come to me in high school. Like, we really didn't grow up on that stuff.
We didn't, bro.
So it's like, I don't know. It's like a foreign world today. Yeah,
you ain't lying. So man, shoot, onto a even. Oh man, another topic. Lord have mercy, man. India Arie, man.
I love that song.
India Arie is a musical icon to me, a legend. All right, but she boycotts Spotify and brings awareness over Joe Rogan, who constantly has been using the N-word. repeatedly. And I don't care about what anybody say. I'm coming out the gate. I don't care what anybody say. People need to be taking accountability of their actions, just like everybody else. I don't understand why we looking at it in the lens of when we look at race and ethnicity, when it's pertaining to a certain person, we pick and choose when we want to say something. And what bothers me the most is that it's been people out here saying that, you know, what's the worst line you can ever say? Oh, well, he has worked with black people, or he has black friends. Bro, cut it out. And it's repeatedly. It's not something that you just said once or you can just apologize, make up for it. At the end of the day, it shouldn't be in your mind state or mind frame. If you thinking like that, then you shouldn't be saying nothing at all. But you countlessly saying it, and then, you know, you got people out here saying that, oh yeah, well, he works with black people, he's in it. Nah. What's wrong is wrong, and what's right is right. And this is wrong. Point blank, period. And I respect India, Arie boycotting and notifying everybody about this matter, because it's serious. Because cancel culture don't take but 2 seconds if a black person, African American, you may, does anything wrong. Or say anything about anything. Come on now. I'm fed up. I'm tired, bro. I'm so tired.
For me, I never would have known, because I don't pay attention to Joe Rogan. Bruh. So I never would have known had somebody not made that compilation. Somebody made a compilation of him saying the N-word, like the hard R. I was like, dang, he said this mad times. It's like, yo, like, how many times did he say this? Like, that's crazy to me. So yeah, man, like, you know, one time you said it one time, and it was in context to make a point. That's one thing. But to say it multiple times over and over again, like, it's just like, it just rolls off the tongue. And with the hard R, not even with the A. I know we make a big deal about that, but it's just like, yo, like, after a while, it's like, hold on, man, like, wait a minute, like, what's going on with this? So shout out to India Arie for, you know, bringing awareness to that. She's getting some backlash right now because, you know, Joe Rogan apologized. I didn't see the apology. Mm-hmm. People are mad at her for accepting the apology, which I haven't seen the apology. So immediately I wasn't like, well, there's nothing wrong with accepting an apology. Doesn't mean you like Joe Rogan. That just means you're willing to move on.
But also, and then that's
but I haven't seen the apology. That's why it could be, you know.
And that's why I explained to you, like, it's either you stand for something or you fall for anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you gonna stand out there and stick your neck out there and say that, and it's proof behind it, and we see it and we react as everybody should come to the forefront and boycott and also voice their opinion on this, because it's wrong.
And you wasn't really sorry until that video was made.
It's wrong.
Like, you would have said it mad different times.
You would have said it, and you said it mad different times. I don't care the timestamp on it. You would have said it again because you never been checked on it. And I'm disappointed and mad at Spotify, but I'm good off of Spotify too. I don't say what you want, because at the end of the day, they sitting here basically saying, like, look, we know they basically saying we know that he did it. You know, he took accountability, but we not dropping him from nothing. He brings us too much money. That's basically what they're saying, honestly. But yet, for us. It's but for us,
tell them stop saying it, or
for us, it's no accountability. It's no accountability in the world when things happen on that side of the fence, bro. It don't make no sense.
Facts.
It shouldn't be excuses made when these type of comments are being made. Honestly, for nobody. Cause I ain't hear a peep. I didn't hear a peep when those things were happening. With unfortunately the Asian hate crimes, and they got an Asian hate crime bill, which I'm saying they definitely should have a hate crime bill. But we've been 400 years. It's nothing about us. Nothing about us written down as a hate crime.
Nothing.
People can say what they want, do what
they
want.
They still lynching folks in certain places, man.
They still letting people off on cases where it's blatantly a camera and you first degree murder somebody.
Facts.
We just celebrated Trayvon Martin's 27th birthday. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm upset and uproar because every time you look down, it's something, bro. It's something, and it's really traumatizing. Really traumatizing to continuously see. You know what I'm saying? Being like, it's like somebody continuously being disrespected, and you never. And honestly, it's like, dang. You know, are we gonna step in and do something about it, or it's just gonna continue, or are we gonna let this person continue to get bullied? You know what I'm saying? And I understand. First of all, too, it's accountability on our side too. When these things happen, coming together, because you got so many mixed views. Oh yeah, he's cool. He's that dude. Oh yeah, I seen him. I know I have a relationship with him. He cool. No, it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable.
Yeah.
Like what? I don't even get it. I don't understand. Right?
Hey, Joe Rogan, you did this in February. Of all the times to do it, you did it in February. That's crazy.
And then it's no coincidence. That it's February and you see the most news going against the grain of Black history. You have HBCUs bomb threats going on right now. You have people like where's really going on? You know what I'm saying? Like when it get our month, when it's time to celebrate, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, it's more drama. It's not anything we actually celebrate because it's more drama added to our plate every single year. It's messed up, and that's why I say this should be a year-round celebration, because we should be celebrated way more than we are. And also, we have to step up to the plate and understand the plight in which we in, and take advantage of these of critical things happening where we can come together. Like, it's been so many points where we can come together, and we have, but it's a lot of things that get screwed in a lot of people's minds on each side when we should be together. If y'all haven't gone to see Judas and the Black Messiah, go watch that, because it's a depiction of, you know what I'm saying, of things that happen to us, onto us, and we, you know, you have some people that, you know, push the envelope, and then you have some people like, nah, that's cool, that's whatever.
Took it down from the inside.
Man, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. Spotify, you gotta do better, man. The least you could do is tell them, yo, don't say that again, or we cutting you off. That's the least you could do. But to do nothing is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And tell us you're not doing nothing. No.
Yeah, and tell us.
No. And tell us, and then rebuttal on that. Like, nah, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, man. But accept the apology or not. Shout out to Arie for bringing it up.
Yeah, for
definitely bringing it up.
For real, because
he was going. I was like, this is a 2-minute video.
I mean, like
goddamn.
Yeah, nah.
I was like, yo, Joe Rogan was out here just. I had no idea.
You're not just sweeping that under the rug.
Yeah, I don't even watch Joe Rogan. I don't got Spotify. I had no idea.
Alright, man. On to a fun, better topic, man. Let's get into it, man. This should be an interesting one, okay? Without naming these rappers, alright? We're going to name our top 5 without naming these rappers. Alright, so you'll see right there on the screen, those are the rappers we cannot name, okay? Alright?
I had a list.
So I'm gonna go straight through my 5, and you go straight through, then we go through it, alright? So this is my 5. Alright, DMX, Jadakiss, Rick Ross, Future, Wale.
Alright, I lost my list. But I got some of it in my head. Ludacris is my favorite rapper, so I can keep Ludacris. Lupe Fiasco, Wale. I'm a really big fan of Boss, so I'm gonna go with Boss. I know he's not that known, but I'm a really big fan of Boss. That's 4. I think I originally had Big Sean there, but I'm gonna go with the Dog. I gotta go with X, because X is actually in my top 10, so I'm gonna go with the Dog. Yeah, for sure.
So this was a good challenge. Shout out to he sent the challenge. This is a good challenge because I see where a lot of people can name those rappers, but also, you know, those rappers are beloved. They still gonna be in my top 5. But like, you know, honestly, I ain't giving notice to the other great rappers. There's so many great rappers.
Think like how much hip hop do you really know?
Exactly.
Like, how much hip hop do you really listen to?
So it's challenging because, like you said, we both have DMX in our top 5. DMX, arguably, if he kept going, he could be the greatest rapper ever. Like,
DMX is the top 10 rapper.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's like, people don't understand how impactful DMX was. It was a whole nother level.
Yeah, at one point I had him at 6. Like he was like right outside the top 5 at one point.
Just presence alone.
Yeah.
Then you got And y'all seeing later, but we already know Jadakiss and mine. Jadakiss, y'all seeing now.
Top 5 DOA, man.
Like top 5 dead or alive, like ability, rap wise, presence, voice, style. I'm telling you, Rick Ross for me, Flo, who another artist and rapper who doesn't get his due credit. I promise you, he doesn't.
One of the smoothest flows.
Like one of the smoothest flows ever. Wale, man. I honestly, people really need to give Wale his credit. And we say this all the time because it is ludicrous that this man doesn't get the credit he deserves. Because musically wise, he's at the pinnacle. He is to me, ability, everything. He is in the top 20 for me, easily for me. Because Wale has done so much. He has, honestly. If you look at the catalog, you would look at him like that. If you look at his catalog and look back, like he has Drake.
Rushmore for me.
And I'm a huge Drake fan, and I'm not dissing, no discredit to Drake. He has Drake type of level of hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also, he just doesn't get, he just doesn't get his just credit.
And Wale is responsible for putting a lot of your favorite
people on, man.
He had Jasmine Sullivan on his first album.
Creatively, it's not a lot of people like Wale.
Facts, man.
You know what I'm saying? So respectfully, give him his praise and flowers. Future, man. Free Bang Gang. Don't even play. Future, man. Free Bang Gang. For real. Future, when you look back on it, when people gonna look back, Future got mega hits, bro. Hit after hit after hit, man. Like, and he's still running the game too. Shoot.
Who is it? What's up? We on my list. All right, so yeah, Ludacris was the first rapper I ever heard. At the time I didn't even know I was listening to him. He was the first rapper I ever heard. First music video I ever saw. First rapper who I can remember people talked about constantly when I was growing up. I heard a lot of rap early growing up. Didn't really know who it was, and it wasn't until I got to 4th grade everybody was talking about this Ludacris guy, like the new Ludacris album. Ludacris. He was everyone's favorite rapper, but I had already heard his stuff prior to my knowledge, and then I remember we finally got DirecTV, and I stumbled upon the music video channel, and the first video I ever saw was Pimp All Over the World, and after that was Stand Up. I didn't even know, so I had been a fan of him for so long before I even knew it was him. So like, I mean, you talk about top 5 flows ever for me. I mean, you talk about a guy who could switch flows in one verse immediately. He never rapped the same. Talk about one of the best feature artists ever. Everything he was on was a hit. Talk about one of the best punchline rappers ever. Just one of the best music videos. I got Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco is the 3rd best lyricist of all time to me.
Super underrated.
Like 2 straight classic albums back to back. Like, so he's got 2 classic albums. He got hit records before he got blackballed. But just on a lyrical level, he's the 3rd best lyricist of all time to me. Like I'm not mad at anyone that don't got him there, but you talk about a guy whose pen is like unmatched. Man, Lou is that dude. Wale, I mean, he said it all, man. Wale is that dude, hometown hero. Lyricist extraordinaire, hit records. You know what I'm saying? Don't gotta speak too much on that. And then you got the what is that? Oh yeah, Boss. I love Boss. Boss is like Dreamville's #1 artist. I mean, I love Boss, man. Too High to Riot is one of my top 5 favorite albums. Anytime I listen to him or listen to that album, I'm always in a better mood. He can rap. He's melodic. I mean, just the vibes that he provides. I'm a really, really big fan of Boss. I saw him live. He was at the J. Cole concert. Saw him live again. Can't wait for the new album. And then, of course, the dog. DMX is a one-on-one, man. Rest in peace to the dog, man. He's just, you talk about a guy who knew how to use his voice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. He already said it all when it comes to DMX. Yeah, so that's my list, man. Outside of those 5.
And then we forgot one. We forgot one we both would have in ours. Andre 3K for sure. Andre 3K for sure.
I never mentioned Andre without Big Boy. That's just me.
And I respect that too, because that's the point I made to my uncle, but he ain't really understanding, because I still look at them outcasts. But Andre 3K still to me, one of them. And then honestly, to mention a little bit more, just on my mind, T.I., Jeezy, Gucci. You have a lot of people who really killed the 2000s. You can go Nelly, Ja Rule, You know, a lot of people don't even know. You know,
50.
50. What the? We bugging. 50. 50 for sure, man. 50 for sure. All right, man. Lastly, man. All right. Would you rather be able to control fire or water? I say water, bro. Water is it's the mecca of everything. Without water, we lifeless. Honestly, without water alone, we are lifeless. And water is just the most powerful thing in the world to me. Like, honestly, when you see things amazingly, like, you know, of course, it's you know, catastrophic that it happens, but like such as hurricanes, tsunamis, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but you see how powerful water can be. You know, people don't even understand. You can choke off an ounce of water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like off a milliliter of water. Just saying. So in my rule of things, I would say water is the most powerful.
I'm gonna go with
control
fire.
Yeah.
Just thinking about Avatar: Last Airbender, the Fire Nation literally took over. so thinking, not to say I want to take over. I'm just like, dang, the Fire Nation was the one they took over everything. But like, yo, like the control fire will be dope. Like I can heat my own food. I'll always be warm. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? I can always defend myself. I can light the way. You know, if it's too dark, I can always, you know, just light the way or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, the fire, like you said, you know, water can be very dangerous. Fire can be dangerous as well. You know, fire is used for a lot of good things, but at the same time, it can also destroy. It's very dangerous. You saw the wildfires in California, things like that. You saw the Bronx fire. That was unfortunate. So, you know, I think I would rather control fire. I think that would just be cool to do. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go with fire.
All right.
I think I can do a lot of good things, a lot of dope things with fire.
I got water, man. Ooh, boy. Man,
Y'all let us know.
Water,
Y'all let
man.
us know what y'all think.
Let us know, man. Water or fire, man. Fire or water, man. So, man, another amazing episode, man. Faison View Podcast. Make sure you tap in. As always, man. Much love, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. 1.